This is also important topic. We completed binomial distribution, the basic problem, and fitting a binomial distribution problem. There are two more problems are there in this topic. So before we are going to commence that problematic part here, first of all, we need to understand this theoretical concept here. When a binomial distribution is to be fitted to observe the data, the following procedure adopted here. First of all, determine the values of P and Q. Okay, first of all, we need to find out the value of P and Q. If one of these values is known, the other can found out by a simple relationship, that is P. Okay, P is equals to, this is a basic thing here. If we know the value of P, then immediately we need to find out the value of Q. The principle is here, P is equals to 1 minus Q and Q is equals to 1 minus P. Why? Because why we are adding here 1 means here P plus Q is equals to 1 only. To get the value of P, simply the principle is here 1 is equals to 1 minus Q, and Q is equals to, get to know the value of Q, 1 minus P. We are following this principle here. Okay. The next, when P and Q are equal, the distribution is symmetrical. Okay, the distribution is symmetrical. For P and Q may be interchanged without alternating the value of any terms, and consequently equidistance from the two ends of the series are equal. Okay, equidistance here, equal distance will be there, but two ends are equal will be there. In the previous problem we done Q power 6 at the beginning, and finally at the end P power 6 we got. Equal distance, two ends with equal distance will be there. If P and Q are unequal, the distribution is Q. If P is less than 1 by 2, okay, 1 by 2, if P is less than 1 by 2, the distribution positively skewed, and when P is more than 1 by 2, the distribution is negatively skewed. Okay, negatively skewed here. Then immediately what we have to do, we need to expand the value here. We go for the expansion here. When P is more than 1 by 2, the distribution is negatively skewed. Okay, what we have to do here? Simply we need to expand the value. Wait a minute. We go for the expansion process. Expand the binomial. Okay, expand the binomial in this way. Q plus P. Okay, P plus Q. Here power n here. In the previous problem we done here Q plus P power 6. In the same manner here, n indicates the number of times the coin is tossed here. Q plus P power n here. The power n is equal to 1 less than the number of terms in the expanded binomial distribution problem here. Thus, when two coins are tossed, n is equals to 2, there will be 3 terms in binomial. Similarly, when 4 coins are tossed, n is equals to 4, these will be 5 terms and so on. Okay, 5 terms, so on. Multiply each term of the expanded binomial by n in order to obtain the expected frequency. Okay, we need to find out the expected frequency. So once again, you see the previous problem here. You see the problem carefully here, and in the binomial distribution, the previously one step is there. You observe that step. Expand the binomial. You listen one here. Q plus P power n. The power of n is equal to 1 less than the number of terms in the expanded binomial. Thus, when two coins are tossed, n is equals to 2. When two coins are tossed, n is equals to 2. There will be 3 terms. There will be 3 terms means. See, in this given problem, how many coins are tossed here? 6 coins are tossed. But the terms are here. See, term number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, and number 7. Okay, this is important here. How many terms are there? There are 7 terms are there. But when the coin is number is n is equals to 6, but the terms are repeated here. 7 steps are there. Terms indicates 7 steps here. That is the important thing you have to keep in your mind here. Similarly, when 4 coins are tossed, n is equals to 4, there are 5 terms will be there, and so on. There are 5 terms will be there. Okay, in this given question, a coin is tossed 6 times. A coin is tossed 6 times, but how many terms are there? How many steps are there? Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7. So here in binomial distribution also, these things we need to remember. This is about the fitting a binomial distribution. And you see one problem. I will show one problem here, my dear students. See, this is a problem. Okay. 8 coins are tossed at a time 256 times. The number of heads observed at each throw is recorded and the results are given below. Find the expected frequency. What is the theoretical value of mean and standard deviation? Calculate the mean and standard deviation of observed frequencies. Okay, here observed values are given. We need to find out the expected value. Okay, and we will see this problematic in the next class. Okay, this problem, this is a basic problem while we are solving the binomial distribution method. Okay, in this problem, when the coins are tossed, what is the probability of obtaining 4 or more heads? Then they will ask, these examiner will ask in this way. So we have to solve this problem. And sometimes even though this problem is given, they will ask, fit the binomial distribution for the expected frequency. We need to find out the expected frequency. We will see in the next class regarding the expected frequency. So thank you very much, students, for listening the class.